MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com and State Farm.
We do drive some pretty lofty cars around here, and while we generally have a rule about keeping our feet and our tires on the ground, there's always an exception. MotorWeek's Garrett Zeichen takes us on a journey that literally took flight.
For more than 5 decades, driving enthusiasts have been thrilled by the throttle of the Porsche 911. Their enduring formula for speed and handling has naturally evolved over the years while maintaining the driving dynamics that truly are uniquely Porsche. All that adrenaline-inducing engineering began 55 years ago in that building right there. So we came here to Stuttgart to drive this iconic car on 2 continents. Let's go.
And with that, we were off and running, detouring through the German countryside. The razor-sharp steering slices through the curves, while the active suspension effortlessly smooths out the unpredictable surfaces that make driving on these back roads so engaging. By now, we've spent quite a bit of time in this all-new Porsche 911. We were at the international press launch, and we put it through its paces in a full road test, so we know it's powerful, poised, and precise, and so do you. So at this point, the only thing left to do is settle into the driver's seat and go for a drive. And that's exactly what we're doing right now in Germany. Then it was on to the fast lanes of the Autobahn. With an 8-speed PDK harmonizing the hoofbeats of the 443 horses charging out of the twin-turbo 3-liter flat 6, the speedometer sprinted to triple digits on unlimited speed sections where traffic allowed. And then we arrived in Leipzig.
So here's where the transatlantic portion of our journey begins. They'll load up the cars on that cargo plane here in Leipzig, Germany. And here's the really cool part. We get to fly with the cars on the plane. We'll head out over the Atlantic Ocean and land in Cincinnati, Ohio.
There's a process of safety checks, placing the cars onto pallets and tying them down. Loading this repurposed 747 is a carefully calculated exercise. With the cars securely in place, we settled in for more than 8 hours in the air. In Cincinnati, the cars were unloaded, and the treads hit the road once again on American soil. Enticed by the scenic route, the German engineering felt just as at home, zipping past kudzu-covered hills in Kentucky and sweeping through the bends weaving through Appalachia. Crossing into Tennessee, we set our sights on the tail of the dragon. This 11-mile stretch of asphalt with 318 twists and turns, dips and climbs through the mountains into western North Carolina. We've driven many different generations of the 911, and we always talk about how flat and in control it is going through the curves. Usually we're on a track when we're talking about that. But all that engineering that makes the 911 perform so well on the track is also at work here as we're going through the curves along the tail of the dragon. So naturally out here on the road, it's very balanced and agile, and I think even more engaging. More back roads beckoned as we crossed into Georgia, reaching our final destination, Porsche's North American headquarters in Atlanta. From start to finish, our journey was more than 5,000 miles, most of them in the air, but the best ones were on the ground, as this generation of the Porsche 911 adds a new dimension of sporty European flair to the very American tradition of going on a road trip.